Good morning and welcome to our Saturday Stories of Love. And with me, as always, is Lucy and Sophia. And today's story is about a subject that we always seem to talk about, which is love, because, we all love each other so much. Sophia is so thrilled right now. Can you tell? So, Lucy, today's story is about a little girl who does something new and starts a new grade in school, and she's a little bit scared, but then she meets friends and stuff like that, and learns about not just love of mom and dad or love of God, but love of others. So have you ever done anything like that?
I'm going into preschool soon.
You are, so you're scared?
Yeah.
I think you'll do good. Sophia, how about you? Anything good? Anything you just started camp today. So how'd that go?
Yeah.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
Did you make friends?
Yeah.
Good. So see, we kind of have some background for this story. So we're gonna read it.
But it wasn't a normal camp. It was not a sweep camp.
No, it's just a day camp. But either way, you still had a camp. And this little girl named Winnie is starting second grade. So we're gonna talk about Winnie in her first day or so of second grade. Okay. Going into the second grade meant that Winnie would finally get to play on the big playground during recess. Didn't you just go through this when you started third grade? Yeah.
No, we always got to play.
Oh, you always got, okay.
Except for pre-K.
Oh, okay. She was so excited and couldn't wait to go down the big slide and swing on the big swing set. When she got to the stairs that went to the top of the slide, there were two girls blocking her way. Winnie said, "Excuse me," but the girls wouldn't let her by. "This isn't for the little kids," one of the girls said. "You need to go away." "I'm not little. I'm in the second grade," Winnie replied, but the girls didn't move. Winnie looked around the playground and could see that there was a swing set that wasn't being used. When she walked over to the swing, one of the girls who was at the slide ran in front of her and got on the swing before Winnie could. Winnie looked back toward the slide, and the other girl stood there. Winnie gave up and went over and sat on a bench until recess was over. When lunchtime was finally here, Winnie was excited to see the big cafeteria and grabbed her sack lunch as she headed for the door. There were many tables to choose from, and Winnie spotted an open seat at a table that had several of her classmates. When Winnie got to the table, one of the girls from the playground took the seat. "There is no more room," she said. Winnie saw the other seat open and walked over to sit down, but the other girl from the playground ran up and grabbed that seat. Feeling sad, Winnie walked over to a bench that had lined the wall of the cafeteria and sat there eating her lunch alone. After a few minutes passed, a girl came over and sat down next to her and smiled. "What grade are you in?" she asked Winnie. "Second grade," she answered. The girls continued to talk as they ate their lunch together. Winnie and her new friend Nicole decided to go play together on the playground. As Winnie and Nicole walked over toward the playground, the two girls from earlier walked up to Nicole and said, "Why are you playing with her?" "She was eating lunch all alone, so I ate lunch with her. Now we're going to play on the playground," Nicole replied. They all walked to the playground together, but when they reached the big slide, the two girls stood in front of the stairs like they did before. Nicole asked the girls to move. They moved for her, but then blocked Winnie. I'm starting to not like these girls, huh? Nicole told them to stop being bullies and move so Winnie could go on too. When the girls refused to move, Winnie turned and walked away and sat down sadly in the grass. As she sat there, she started picking the clovers and flowers and chaining them together. Nicole came over, sat down beside Winnie, and copied her, making a chain of flowers of her own.
Mommy.
What?
Didn't Nicole in my school from Ukraine, we did that.
Oh, you did? Well, look at that. When Winnie had a long enough chain, she hooked the ends together and put them in her and Nicole's head. Winnie could see the other two girls watching them. She made two more flower chains and walked over to them and placed them on their heads. They smiled at her and said, "I'm sorry for not being nice to you." "Yeah, we shouldn't have bullied you," the other apologized. Winnie smiled and said, "Do you want me to show you how to make flower chains?" The girls all sat down and made flower chains and soon became all great friends. So when Nicole came from the Ukraine and started school, she didn't know anybody. She was scared. But you actually, what were you going to try and do?
I said hi. My name is Well, I just said hi in Ukraine.
Correct. You tried to learn her language to welcome her. Okay, so that was a way of showing her love. She was scared. She's in another place. She came from a very, very, very bad situation. But you went out of your way to try and learn her language to welcome her. So that was a way of showing her love.
I didn't say my name, but I did say hi in the language.
Exactly. And what are other ways that you can show people that you love them?
Saying I love you.
Correct. But I think we show our church family we love them every other Saturday when we do our stories, right? Why? Because we bring you and Lucy out and we talk about these kind of things. And I think that's showing our church family that even though we aren't with them right now, that we still love them. Correct? Correct. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you and Lucy. I'm going to go downstairs. But I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend. And thank you, everybody, for joining us as usual. So let's say goodbye because Sophia wants to go eat some ice cream.
Do you want to come get ice cream with us?
That sounds like a great idea. I think I will.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Bye, everyone.
Bye.